Alright, hello, welcome to Ben's OP Game Show, recorded live at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, twitch.tv/The Game Fanatics every Friday. And today, like some Fridays, most Fridays, I'm joined by Joel.
Abracadabra.
Oh, God. And Logan.
Meh.
Meh. Logan knows what's up. And today is the very special Switch retrospective edition of the show. Tomorrow, as of when we're recording this, tomorrow is the 3rd of March, the official 1-year anniversary for the Switch. It seems like it's been out for quite a long time, but so much has happened in this year. It's kind of incredible. I have a bunch of games we're going to talk about and a few cool stats, but I think it'd be interesting to start kind of before this with the first initial video presentation they showed for the Switch, with Karen going across the street and playing a game. How'd you guys feel about the
Trying
Switch?
to socialize, Karen.
I know, quit bringing your games over. How did you feel about the Switch based upon that initial reveal?
I don't know. I think I was concerned about its processing power. Like something that little and that small, like is it going to be powerful enough to warrant these big games, especially like Breath of the Wild and stuff? I don't know. And I was like, do I see myself taking it places? No, it's not a 3DS, but it was different. Like I was how would I say it? I was skeptical, but positively skeptical.
You're like cautiously optimistic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was in the same kind of boat where it was like, oh, this is, once we go into the handheld, it's also a handheld realm. It does very much hinder its ability to perform comparatively to anything. So it was a lot of skepticism then. What about you, Joel?
Well, have you not really been into like Nintendo consoles for so long? I was like, I kind of thought, I'm not going to buy it anyway, so what do I care? So I didn't pay much attention to it. But in my head, I was like, man, Nintendo's always behind. So we'll see what happens. I just, I didn't pay much attention to it. I figured it was going to do okay. I just didn't think it was going to do, massive numbers like it's doing.
Like it has, yeah. So then we move to the January. So they basically did that. Went radio silent for 3 months almost, until January 13th-ish to have their big hour-long reveal, official unveiling event where things started getting a little... I have to go back because I have a video I made about this and see how down I was about this presentation, because they off the bat, I think they had some Zelda stuff maybe at the very beginning. I'm not sure, but then it ended up being, oh, here's 5 to 10 minutes on 3D Rumble, right? Here's Suda51 coming out with a bad translator and not really even making any sense after the translation anyway. Here is someone from EA saying that they're going to make games for the Switch, and then leaving, like showing a logo, not even a logo, and then leaving. I remember being very dismissive of ARMS, which was revealed there. They officially unveiled Mario Kart and Splatoon 2 and talked all about that, and Mario Odyssey, which were cool things, but I remember being pretty dang negative and kind of apprehensive about the Switch after that January presentation.
Now, was that, had they already revealed the name of it by then or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they
still-
had that with the first trailer.
I still think the NX would have been a cool name.
Sure.
Called the Nix.
But did that January presentation really sway you anyway? Or at all?
No.
Joel doesn't care.
No, I didn't care about the Switch until maybe once I saw Mario and I saw how everyone was in love with it, and I started watching it more and more. And I wasn't really super into I played some Mario Sunshine, I never got to really play like Super Mario Galaxy or Galaxy 2. Didn't get to play anything on Wii U. So I just wasn't like hyped for it. But the more I heard about Mario Odyssey and like how amazing Zelda is, I started getting the itch of like, I'm missing out on something. I'm missing out on two games that, you know, are some of the best reviewed in the history of gaming, in the best year of gaming that we've probably ever had. And so I felt left out, and I just, you know, I told myself like, the Switch is different enough to where I can have the PS4 and I can have the Switch and be experiencing two very different worlds. Where if I was like, I'm gonna have an Xbox and a PS4, it'd be really the same thing.
Sure.
So I wasn't hyped for it, but then, you know, the hype came with Mario. Thank you, Mario.
Okay,
When that January presentation came out,
Yeah.
I was the only one defending ARMS. Everyone was like, ARMS looks dumb. ARMS
yeah,
silly. I was like, no, I think it looks fun.
And then it ended up being dumb.
I hated on it, and then I bought it, and I did really like it.
Yeah.
I got to try it. My nephew actually got a Switch for Christmas, so I was super jealous, of course. And and he had ARMS and he had Mario Odyssey, but I got to try ARMS a little bit, and I was like, okay, it's pretty cool, but you know, not my cup of tea.
Sure.
If it was a cup of coffee, it'd be all over it.
Oh damn, I'd be all up in that coffee.
Oh.
Gross. So was that your only takeaway from that January?
I mean, I think I felt that I knew it was just like this is kind of the beginning of it. This is all we are doing right now, and we're expanding, and we're going to expand. And knowing Nintendo, that definitely is going to happen. So, I mean, I was already on board with it.
I mean, yeah. As much as I say I was negative towards that presentation, which was not a very good presentation,
Was it?
I was. Where the fuck is Will? I don't know. I messaged him. I was all in, like you're saying, because of Zelda. Like, I know this is going to be the best version of Zelda, so I want to play it on the Switch. There was no question of not doing it. I was worried about what was going to come after, which ended up being a lot more things and a lot more interesting things than I would have expected. Maybe that'll summon Will once we start talking about things. So then the Nintendo Switch launches like 6 weeks after that. Very quick timeline. We go from having a code name in the beginning of October to being released. There's Delphox. Maybe Delphox killed Will.
I was actually gonna type first, where the fuck is Delphox? And then I was like, well, I think he said he was gonna be gone till Saturday. So
Yeah, I thought he said he was going to be done until Saturday too. Liar.
Surprise.
Oh, what? Surprise, motherfucker. So the Nintendo Switch launched March 3rd, and according to Wikipedia, here's some stats. Now, I realized this next, it says there's 831 games on the Switch.
Shit.
Like as of today, or
Like, as of today, and I think that includes stuff that's only out in Japan, region-exclusive games, and
it
it's
has
probably about, let's liberally say 100 unreleased games that were on that list. So we're still looking at about 700 games, though. Because I looked through this list, and it's not a lot of stuff that's unreleased. Like, there are games you've heard of, like, oh, that game, yeah, I know that game came out, yeah. So let me go through the list a little more here. 86 are exclusive. 27 are Nintendo exclusive, which is like Mario Kart, which kind of hedges both. And 700 are multi-platform.
I just don't like how they're just loading it with so many like mobile indie games, like games that you.
You don't like
I know. I think there's too much crap on there already. Like I've gone to the store only a couple times, and mind you, I mean it's.
You don't want to play tennis?
Fuck. Like, I mean, I was mainly looking for like a good top downloads or highly recommended or whatever. And I went on there and I was looking around at some games and I was like, man, I can't even stand to be in the store. And so I I know what I'm going there for.
There's a lot of stuff. As I was looking over the release list, it's kind of the best of the best indie games of the last 2 or 3 years, all on the Switch. And that's really cool. But at the same time, like you're saying, good God, is there just a lot of stuff to dig through there already. And also,
how much
What?
internal storage does the Switch have?
I have no idea. 16?
32?
32?
I don't think it's 16.
No, 30.
It's 32.
gigs of
It's
internal
32
storage.
then.
Sorry, because I still have to get an SD card for it. I mean, I haven't run into any issues, but
I don't think I ever will. But
are you sure?
I'm pretty
guess if you're
sure.
not-
Are you buying cartridges or are you?
Yeah, I'm buying
downloading
cards.
from the okay.
It's my Nintendo machine, you know, because everything else I just buy on PC. So why would I?
Do you mostly buy physical games?
I do.
That's a little off.
I do mostly buy physical games. Like this
Okay.
Monster Hunter was the rarest of all exceptions for me to get the physical release of something.
And see, for
digital.
me, like most games that I feel like I'm gonna play a ton, I buy digital. But like Monster Hunter, I bought physical, and then my three Switch games are physical.
I just feel like with the Switch as well, there's so little space on there. If I had bought ARMS and Mario and Zelda, I'd need a memory card or I'd have to delete something, and that's just not happening. Not for 3 games, you know? I'll buy a memory card if I have 30 games I want to download on it, but it's not gonna...
I'm just mainly
I
worried
wonder if
that
they'll start adding up with updates and
Yeah,
DLC
that's-
stuff.
True.
But I thought it only came for some reason in my head. I thought it was only like 4 gigs of internal storage, and then it came up like another 4 gig memory card. I don't know where I got that information from in my head, but I was worried about it, and I was like, and I downloaded the Octopath Traveler demo, and I downloaded Stardew Valley, and so I was kind of worried. I was like, I must be running out of space, and then I looked, and I was like, oh no, I still have plenty of space. And then I realized there's more internal storage. And I mean, I should have a few SD cards around the house somewhere.
I think they're different SD cards, though.
No,
Just really
they're micro SD, and they even said like they can be like the scan disc ones or whatever, as long as they're micro SD.
So make sure you got the right speeds for them.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying.
have to have the right speeds. Which, I mean, the majority of the ones that run on like smartphones are the right speed already.
Okay. I just haven't looked into it at all.
Sidetracked.
But speaking of demo, there is a Kirby Star Allies demo.
Oh yeah, we talked about this on Monday, right?
And I completely
About
forgot
the-
about it.
Yeah, I need to download it because I remember at first I talked about how like I don't care about Kirby and the game looks, too easy.
Yeah.
And then the more I watched the footage that was in the background of the podcast,
Yeah.
I suddenly wanted to play it.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. I'm like, I want to play this now. I haven't turned on my Switch in months.
Yes.
But I will totally go and hop in. What that game needs is online co-op. I'd play online Kirby with someone. But
Oh, Delphox. Interesting that you would say looks like Monster Hunter gets a break because tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so
Plug.
yeah, pretty much around this time,
at that
we're
time,
going to be doing another Monster Hunter
Gatherer.
game night. Yeah, Monster Hunter game night. So we'll be doing the same thing we did last Thursday. We're just getting together, playing some Monster Hunter, which will be the first time I've touched it since the last community game
good
night.
God.
I haven't touched it. Sorry.
I am gathering
I've been-
so many crowns.
Dude, I've been playing playing Mario.
This game's better than Mario. Honestly, Monster Hunter World is better than Mario, and I think it's better than Zelda. I've really...
Whoa.
It's the game I've played most since Zelda. Like, I played Zelda for 120 hours. I'm almost at 110 in Monster Hunter. Pretty good game.
I need to get back into it. I think I needed a break from it. I just needed something different for a little bit, and I got my different, so now I'm ready to jump back in.
Sure. There's just... Oh my god. There's stuff like in Monster Hunter 80 hours in. Oh, here's a new mechanic where you're going to find these gems very rarely. And I'm like, okay, I'm in. Let's do it. Let's hunt more monsters. It's a problem. It's probably bad.
I'm gonna play tonight for sure.
Good. Rank up.
I need to rank up and I need to get, shake the rust off from for tomorrow night.
Yes, I'm glad someone agrees with me. Also, it's so rare that anyone ever agrees with me. I'm gonna write this in my journal, the one that's, dried from all the tears as I sob into it. That's the journal I'm writing it in.
I think I'm on really good game overload because I love Monster Hunter. I'm loving Zelda. I'm loving Mario.
I told you would love Zelda.
There's just too much good stuff.
Well, let's go into the good stuff with the Switch in particular. March 3rd, it launches. Good stuff right off the bat with 1-2 Switch.
Shut up. That is not good.
Don't you want to milk those juicy cows?
No.
Hey, I had a lot of fun with 1-2 Switch. Taking it to my classroom, the kids loved it.
I mean, I may buy stuffed animals, but I am not a child, and I will not be amused by your 1-2 Switch. Okay.
It's fine. It wasn't for you.
It wasn't for you. In the same way Labo is not for me, neither
Correct.
was 1-2 Switch.
Do you watch it? Do you watch Jim Sterling's videos?
Sometimes.
One of my favorite things is that screen cap he uses of that guy that looks like he's about to sneeze on a Joy-Con.
What? I don't know if I've seen that.
I'll find it.
And did we talk
There's a game
about...
where you have to pretend you're eating something? So I'm sure it's just a pause of him
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Okay, I gotcha. I don't think Diablo... I don't know, because Blizzard came out and said that's not what's happening, which I think is a deflection. But what I want is Diablo 2 on the Switch, or Diablo 2 anything ever, please.
Oh, give me Diablo 3.
No,
And,
Diablo.
Well, give me Diablo 2 and
2.
3. But oh man, I love Diablo 3.
I think-
I've played that game like 3 or 4 times.
Well, I would pay $200 to play Diablo 2 with a controller. Like, that's the only edition. And it just worked flawlessly with a controller. Because I can't play... I think Diablo 2 is what gave me carpal tunnel. Tell you the truth.
Oh my god.
It's probably that, and Half-Life 2 just broke my wrists. I cannot play PC games for longer than half hour now. It's awful. But beautiful. Oh, Diablo. My baby. Okay, so also on the launch, we got Snipper Clips. Did you play Snipper Clips?
Just the demo.
Just the demo. I didn't really like it that much. I
Not
know
enough to buy it.
Delphux likes it.
Good.
So,
Yeah, he does. He does. He's mentioned that a couple times.
I know. Somehow Snipper
I'm not
Clips
into it.
comes
I
up.
think
It'd be fun if I had someone to play with.
Well, get some friends.
I don't think it would.
Too much work.
Friends are stupid. Have
The
you met
worst.
people? The worst.
I hate people.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, but also obviously the big launch title was Breath of the Wild. You're loving it, Joel. Logan and I both love it. It's a great game. Real good
It's
game.
lovable.
It's a very fun time in the Zeldaverse. You can see me right here solving puzzles poorly. What is this?
Yes, I love Zelda. That's that picture of the guy.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll look at the picture real quick. But you're not even a Zelda guy.
I'm not a Zelda guy, and I think we talked about this on a previous podcast that I've never really been into the 3D Zeldas. I'm more a 2D Zelda guy, but I've still the ones I've finished are like the Oracle of Seasons. I remember that. That's one that I finished, or at least close to finishing.
Sure.
What was the other one? Link's Awakening.
Sure.
And then I
Those
have
are really good games.
I
Wow.
have played through A Link to the Past, but those are obviously those were before the 3D Zeldas, before that was a thing. But I just couldn't. I think I played Ocarina of Time too late because I just couldn't get into it. Never played Majora's Mask. Definitely never played Twilight Princess or Wind Waker, which I know Wind Waker still holds up a lot, and I'm really hoping that it'll eventually come to Switch.
I hope it comes to Switch so bad. That's what. God.
But yeah, this has kind of been my return to try Zelda again, because I've tried it multiple times obviously, but just couldn't get into it. And I love this one, and a lot of it is because of the fact that it resembles a modern game, a modern open world game that we're used to nowadays, kind of like Horizon and Monster Hunter. I just really like the mechanics of it, the different runes that you're using, and I hate the weapon durability system, but I already knew that was going to be a thing.
It gets better.
Yeah, I heard it gets better. Plus, you get more, with finding Korok seeds and stuff like that, you get more space in your inventory. And,
Yeah.
But it definitely, it's a game that doesn't hold your hand right away. Like, it'll give you a tutorial, but man, you can get beat up really quickly.
Yeah,
and a lot, and out of nowhere. Like,
yeah, that's true.
It's so great.
It's great. That's one thing I really like about it is like, the world is very open and you could wander into the wrong place too soon and get jacked up for it. And then you're kind of like, okay, let me take a different route, or let me try paragliding from the top of this mountain and skipping over all this other crap.
Mm-hmm.
Or flying bombs in and dropping them, or like all these different paths you can take.
My favorite thing was dropping. So there was one of the camps, or one of the little campsites, and I dropped a magnetic block from a really high point onto those bomb barrels, and I just watched the enemies there go spiraling in the air like fireworks, and they were all dead, and I was like, holy shit, that was awesome. Oh, that game, like, that was the moment where it won me. I was like, damn.
Like, yep,
damn.
this is it.
I'm sorry I disappointed you guys so much by coming back sooner than mentioned. We thought we had another Delphox free day, damn it.
Well, I had already
back
learned to
tomorrow.
cope with no Delphox,
It was a dark time.
Yeah. But then we got so used to it that we realized how good it felt.
Well, that's what she said. The Breath of the Wild, I'll never forget, because I've soured on the game a little bit over time. But the first 40 hours or whatever, like, just going over these hills and seeing what was around every corner is something I can never forget. Just the random direction I went and the adventures, the mundane and stupid adventures I had going over there, finding this jungle, finding a beach and this one weird lady with a ball next to the beach. Like, these moments were just incredible and so addicting. It's not my favorite Zelda game, but it is easily one of the best games and one of the most important games in recent memory, like, by far.
Yeah.
And even now looking at it, I almost would want to start again. Now that I know and I have all my baggage, like, out of the way, I can enjoy it a little more, maybe do a heroes mode or whatever it is, and just kind of have a little more fun with it and not be hung up on the missing, like, enemies or the side quests are garbage.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think that's something I want to do later as well, but, like, still give it a little more time. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's been a year since I've really sat down and played the crap out of it, but maybe just a little more time.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well,
Yeah, because I did everything and I don't need to do it again.
But maybe later down the road, definitely.
Yeah, you know what? There's only one save slot. Maybe if we pay them $10, we can get another one.
Oh, meta.
Womp, womp. Womp, womp. But there's more games on the Switch because they did such an incredible job these opening 6 to 9 months of having a big, important game every month.
It was a good, steady stream.
Yeah, and we're going to go into pretty much all of them, at least a little bit. Oh, hold on. I'll change the video to the next video.
what? Are you going to have relevant footage?
Don't go crazy.
Okay.
All right. I was waiting. Is it going to play this goofy audio of Crazy Lady? No. Okay, good. We don't need that. So, on April, so we launched in March, April 28th, we got Mario Kart 8. Now, I did not double dip on the Mario Kart train, but I'm pretty sure, Logan, did you?
Kind of. I didn't play Mario Kart on the Wii U, and I'm not the biggest Mario Kart fan. I think the last one I liked was Double Dash on the GameCube.
Heck yeah.
And my roommate at the time got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, and we played a lot of it, and it's amazing. I didn't realize how good it was. I didn't realize how good it looked either.
Oh yeah,
And like all of the content that it has, because it had like all the DLC included on the Switch version. Oh my gosh,
It's fantastic.
It is a good game. Like amazing.
If I hadn't played so much of it on the Wii U, I would double dip on that. And even now, if I like see it on sale for $30, I might just pick it up just to have it.
Yeah, it'd be a
there's-
great little addition to your collection.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal game that totally deserves finally getting some more adoration, I guess, that it's not trapped on the Wii U.
Yeah,
Womp womp, Wii U.
I hadn't played a Mario Kart since Mario Kart Wii, and that's only because I worked at a video game store. And I got this mainly for my kids, but oh man, I do enjoy whipping their butt at it. So
That's nice. Just beat up your children.
I'd say it's probably the game I've put the least amount of time in, though.
Well, compared to Mario and Zelda.
Oh yeah, I've put most time into Mario. Zelda's. I started getting into Zelda, and I was like, well, let me try to at least finish the main story in Mario before I really dive into Zelda. And then I've got Stardew Valley that's just like screaming at me to play.
See, I haven't played Stardew Valley.
so good.
And see, it's because I know I'd like it, and I'm like worried.
Well,
You would,
if
like,
I
totally
would say get it on Steam first, because then once they add in multiplayer, we could all go into multiplayer.
That's true. I don't know why I'm dying.
Get it on.
I bought it for Steam, and I already bought it for the
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah, it was the first game I bought on the eShop was Stardew Valley.
Yeah,
There's no
I know
doubt
I'd like it because
Stardew.
I like Harvest Moon and all those games.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about like, oh, let me play Stardew Valley for 6 months of my life.
I heard somebody describe Stardew Valley as I'm trying to remember. They described it as a farming simulator with Persona 5 like relationships and something else.
That's
Not
just
Persona 5.
Harvest
said
Moon.
Persona. They said Persona like relationships and yeah, but the way they had I gotta try to remember that, but the way they described it was like perfect, and I was like, oh shit, I was like, that's pretty.
But doesn't it have a few dungeony element?
It's got some like Dragon Quest like stuff.
Okay, just light is
If
fine.
you ever played Rune Factory, it's kind of like that.
Gotcha,
Too.
gotcha.
Yes. Oh my god, I miss Rune
Which is
Factory.
basically Harvest Moon with mining.
Which is yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
it's like
So-
a Harvest Moon spinoff. Yeah.
Okay, well that's not a game that's on my list to talk about, but
Anyways,
It
yeah.
fit.
sorry.
It came out last year.
it's true. On June 16th, we got ARMS, which I love ARMS. I just wish the single player content was a little better, just a little more robust, even if it was
Yeah,
a
I
simple
agree with that.
like how Kirby's Air Ride or Smash Bros has the little checkerboard of unlockable things. If it just had that, like give me a bunch of things to unlock and like challenges to do, and I would have done it. I just needed the minor push to go do it because I really loved playing that game. I really loved playing it online, which is insane. I never play a fighting game online. That's not me at all.
Yeah. And they did a good job with updates of that game. Of
Oh, yeah.
ARMS throughout the year with characters and stages and things like that and other arms that you can get. They did a really good job with that.
Yeah, I haven't gone back to play. I played the first DLC character, but I haven't gone back to the other ones. I
It was all free.
want to. That's a really fun game.
Yeah, go for it.
I will.
I guess.
If I can find the physical cartridge. And yes, Kirby's Air Ride, the best Kirby game. Case closed. Next game was on July 21st. We got Splatoon 2. Joel's excited.
Sorry, I like ran for it now. I just slammed the door. I'm gonna go get it right now.
Splatoon 2.
I'm out. You said what?
Available today. But I don't think any of us are Splatoon people.
I have been meaning to get Splatoon 2 for a long time.
I was
Just-
contemplating getting that over Mario Kart.
Huh.
I personally would, but that's because I play Mario Kart and I want to try Splatoon 2.
Well, did you? Because I played the little test splash or whatever the hell, and
Yeah.
it didn't work for me. I didn't really understand like what was going on and like how is this fun. I don't know. I didn't really
thought
get it.
was fun.
I had
In, like,
fun
a
playing.
simple multiplayer way.
Yeah, and I had fun with like the big roller, and then if someone's like running at you, you like jump and turn around really quickly, and you like land on their back and you kill them instantly. I had fun doing that, but the game mode, at least in that beta, didn't quite hook me at all. It was like, oh, this controls poorly because here's how it would do it, right? Oh, it's motion controls, but only for the up and down, and not the side to side, and or analog only, and the analog only didn't feel right either. So it's like, why? This is the first or third person shooter. Like, I need it to control somewhat well, and I just it never felt right to me.
Yeah, there's some motion things even with like Mario Kart that really throw me off.
But see, the
Even sometimes
motion
with Odyssey.
the motion with Zelda, where you can aim the bow with the controller, is phenomenal.
Oh shoot, I haven't tried that.
I love, even with the Pro controller. Like, this is a weird example, but I was playing Mass Effect Andromeda kind of at the same time, and I would go back to play that from playing Zelda, and I'd try to like move the controller just to get a little. Like, you want to fine tune the aiming a little bit, and you can't do it, and it's so perfect in Zelda where you just that little bit of twitch hit them and perfect.
Dude, the worst thing is playing Zelda with the jump button being triangle, and then going to a normal game like Fortnite where the jump is X.
See, I swapped it, but I don't.
tried, but I liked stamina being at the bottom instead. I think because usually what I do with games is I just usually play with with their controller setup that they had.
Sure.
And I just kind of adapt to kind of like when I play like Assassin's Creed or whatever. I very rarely go in and change controls. Just because if I change them up, like, or customize them or custom map even like on PC, then if I take a break from that game and then come back, I've completely forgotten how to play it.
Sure. I agree. I usually don't change controls, but this was, for Zelda, it was one of the rare instances where I did, and I don't even remember exactly why. I think it was because I wanted the jump button to be the other button. Like, I wasn't huge into the dash button being what the dash button was, but I wanted the jump button to be that button. It was something like that. I could have lived with the other way, but
No, it's okay.
You're
like, I won't do it.
I won't do it
like this.
You're letting me switch it. I'm switching it. Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
Okay, so we got Splatoon 2.
Well, something else I want to mention about Splatoon 2 is, as with ARMS, they did a good job with constant free updates.
Mm-hmm.
It always feels like I'm seeing news for a new weapon or a map. Like, there's a new map coming out for Splatoon 2 tomorrow. This is a game that came out in July, still being supported up to today. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
and I think that's why a lot of people like is the updates in the community that comes with it.
Yeah, they have the weekly Splatfest or whatever. That's always really cool.
It's every day.
Every day.
Yeah, are you a squid or are you a kid? So just figure it out.
Splat.
Meh.
Don't.
I'm a splat. Great. I like my footage of me and Mario. It's just like not doing anything at all. It's like jumping in a circle for half an hour.
Watch me spin.
As I slowly die. On August 29th, we got one of the more interesting Switch exclusives not made by Nintendo in Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Ooh, yeah.
A game that I very much enjoyed, being a big fan of XCOM, and seeing how this is XCOM with Mario and Rabbids. And it has no right being as good as it is, but it's really good.
I'm really happy that it turned out good.
Yeah, because when that leak happened, it was like, oh no, this is trash. This is a trash fire about to happen.
Yeah, it didn't sound like a good idea. It didn't look like a good idea, but the execution of it is beautiful. It's such a good game.
Yeah, I remember all the skepticism about it, and then seeing, like, okay, Miyamoto's on stage. What's going on with this game? And then they showed the gameplay of it, and I was instantly like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna play this game.
Looks good. Let's do it.
Sold.
Yep,
Bring it.
sold. All in, all in. And it actually is a pretty, I don't know if unique's the right way to describe it, but it's not an XCOM clone. You know, it's not a Fire Emblem clone or anything like that. It is its own sort of strategy where it adds a few different elements of like the different weapon types and things you're equipped, like the little side abilities that these characters have, like the robot vacuum that targets enemies, which is awesome. And then how the skill tree and leveling up that, and how far you can bounce people off other people's heads, and you can trip people. That's what was cool about it, is it made the movement phase something where even if you're hunkered down, you can move, trip a guy, and then move back to where you were, and then take a shot in a way where other, like XCOM, you're not moving. Like, you are not moving at all, because that's stupid. Why would you get out of cover? It kind of changed that up, especially with the, I'm going to jump on Luigi's head, and I'm going to be over here now, and then I'm going to turn on this ability, and so that they can't move. And also the status effects of, like, bounce was a status effect, where they just go flying off the map. Super smart and super fun.
And it made every move, every turn, I mean, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not just, like you said, you're not just hunkering down, not moving because you don't want to get shot, but like you could do all these different things. You could activate this ability. You can chuck a person across the map or whatever, and keeps it exciting, keeps it moving, and doesn't let you get bored.
I heard the difficulty level really spikes on that.
It does.
It does. Yeah.
And the boss fights are so good too. They're unique.
The boss fights are really unique. I feel like they are a little too long sometimes, but
Yeah, I can see that.
especially the last boss fight, which can go straight to hell.
What the hell with you?
It should be Diablo.
The whole, like, some of the things in that game, it does have difficulty spikes. Like, the last half of the game, any boss fight is just a difficulty spike, in a way that just doesn't feel fun at all. Because there's
Is
this
it almost
one...
like just unfair?
There's this
Or-
one fight towards the very end where it's a normal battle, right? And then at the very end of that, it's a boss fight that you don't see coming. And so then you have to do the boss fight. If you fail the boss fight, which is easy to do because it comes out of nowhere, and you might be hurt, and these guys have powerful abilities at the end of the game, right? If you fail that fight, you have to do the first one again.
Ooh.
And it's just so long. And the final boss fight was super annoying. I don't know. It just, besides the random difficulty spikes, I loved the game. It just has a problem of, because you're so versatile in the moveset and the enemies can do it too, right? Because of all that, you can really stack damage and get fucked over real quick with one slip up. And it because there's only 3 party members, as soon as one's dead, or if it's close to dead and it's like out of the fight, it's over. Like you're not coming back if you have 2 guys. You maybe will be able to rally at the end of a battle or something, but if it's not the end of the battle, like, it's not going good.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah, but it's a ton of fun. It is really good. The sequel to that game is going to be...
Oh
Just-
yeah, they're definitely gonna make a sequel.
I mean, that is like one of my most anticipated Switch titles at this point. The inevitable sequel.
What would you like to see? Would you like just keep it Mario Rabbids, throw in another universe in there, or what?
I would like to... 2 main things. 4 people in battle.
Yeah.
That's my complaint about every JRPG ever. Not 3, 4. And either make it to where this battle forces you to use these characters, and you have to use them, so it changes up the strategy, or make it to where each character, their abilities aren't dependent on who they are, so you can pick Peach and give her Luigi's weapon, and now she's a sniper. right? And so you're leveling up like the sniper class instead of Luigi. And then you can equip the sniper class to anyone. And then maybe each character has their own special ability that's just one ability as opposed to 3 abilities. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I can see that. That sounds good to me.
Right?
As
I think it
played
makes
the game,
sense.
so, because for the most part, I kept the same party, except aside from Luigi, for like the entire game.
Yeah, I beat the game with Mario, Rabbid, Peach, Rabbid, Luigi, and Luigi. Like there were other characters that I would have liked to have used, but there's no point in buying items for them or using them because
Does it become like character overload? Like you have way too many?
no. Part of the problem is that it's so late. Like you're getting some of these
They're so
characters. When was it? When did you get Yoshi? Like the very, very end?
Yeah, it was like, why did you even give me Yoshi?
Yeah, what am I
Oh,
gonna do
yeah.
with this guy?
So by then you've already leveled up the other ones. You don't want to level up on.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like they were under leveled. It was like I've developed such a good strategy with what you've already given me. 90% of the way through the game, I'm not gonna change.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And like I was saying, if you forced me to play 3 matches with Luigi, Yoshi, and Rabbid Peach, that would be interesting. Like maybe you could do it where there's a fork in the road and they have to go both ways and you have to split your team. And so you make 2 separate teams and you do different battles with each team, right? Stuff like that can really like open it up and open your mind into seeing these characters in different ways and different strategies. And the game's prodding you into doing it and it makes it feel fun and a little fresh as opposed to I'm using the same 3 characters.
Yeah. Okay.
or like include quests like side missions
Dying.
where you have to use only Yoshi and Peach, or different
Yeah,
little challenges.
side
like that.
challenges. Yes, that's a good idea. I like it.
That's one thing I don't like about some games where like you get items that would have been more useful or more enjoyable to use earlier in the game, and then you get them like at the end of the game and you're like, well, I've already invested so much time into this and this and this. I have no reason to use this cool thing that I would have loved to have a long time ago. I hate
Yeah.
when games do that to you.
That I think they're so close
They
to
want you
this
give back.
to being really good though. Like
Yeah.
just like a few alterations and it's just this is an incredible strategy game, and it already is a really good strategy game. No, not saying it's bad by any means.
Just say it. It's okay.
It's bad.
It's a piece of shit. Nobody likes
It's a
it.
garbage game. For garbage people.
Just the garbage one, is it?
Just the garbage people. Just Oscar the Grouch can play this game.
Oh.
Oh, all right. In September, we got September 22nd, Pokken Tournament. Yeah, I know. I figured I'd do the dramatic pause.
I thought I would have really liked that game, but the demo alone turned me off of it.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I still never played the demo.
Yeah, it was weird. Just the transition that the fights had.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Close to far, and it's like, it's weird.
Huh.
I just don't think it has a good flow for a fighting game. Like, I just think it's very like, not obtuse, but like awkward to control.
Yeah, if they would have just left it as Tekken with Pokemon, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But then they had to throw in this extra element.
Huh.
Ugh.
I have
It's
not
just a mess.
I have not played or watched anything other than the trailers, so I have no idea.
It was the first demo I downloaded, and right away, no, actually Octopath was, but then I downloaded Pokken Tournament, and then I was instantly turned off by it, and then I deleted it. I was like, this thing is not turning me
I think
on.
the best part of Pokemon Tournament is seeing those Pokemon characters in like that super high def.
Yeah,
graphics.
that's
It
one
was
thing I did like.
That is cool.
It's like you see like Empoleon, and like you can see his fur and stuff, and it's like, whoa, this is like weird compared to seeing them on
Pokemon
the
for
3DS.
Switch.
Well, they're already making that, but
Like, make it something cool.
it'll be the full fucking game. Of course, it'll be cool.
I don't want this rehash of fucking DS games. I want it to be Breath of the Wild with Pokemon.
It's not.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
Guarantee
happening.
you, it's just gonna be like Sun and Moon with updated graphics.
Give me Octopath graphic style with
God.
a beautiful colored open world Pokemon game.
Why is it beautifully colored? What is...
I want it to
I
be
want ugly
bright and
colored,
colorful.
actually.
No, I want it to be bright and happy. Because that's what Pokemon
I want it to
bright
be
and happy.
LDR, low dynamic range.
You're terrible.
You're terrible.
You know, I'd be okay
I'm
with
terrible.
just higher res Sun and Moon graphics.
That's what we're gonna
But
get.
just
That's
just
exactly
more
what we're
open.
gonna get.
I just want more openness though. I don't want
You know what you need to play? Or did you ever play Folklore?
I tried that a long time ago. I don't
totally
remember.
forgot about that game.
Yeah.
That is what I want a third-person action-adventure Pokemon game to play like. Because you're collecting monsters, you assign them to a face button, and then you're using the monsters' abilities on the other monsters in the world. Really cool game.
I mean, I think it'd be interesting to see a different combat style.
Yeah,
Something a little more action.
I would love anything to be different. I would love Pokemon Snap. I would love Pokemon Stadium. We are gonna get Sun and Moon 2 or whatever. That's what we're gonna get, and that's fine. But
Fine for one generation, then switch it up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I bet that's what we're gonna get. Especially if it's this year, we're gonna get Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon on the Switch, and then the next Pokemon game, like you're saying, is the big one because they're quick at putting these out, but they're not that quick. And if you're gonna make a big departure, even a small departure from the formula,
Yeah, and we want it to be good, so we want them to take their time on it.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, just give us Sun and Moon.
give me a little taste of that Pokemans.
Well, I don't even know if it would be Sun and Moon. It might be a new location and new Pokemon, but with Sun and Moon style graphics in play.
So many.
Sure.
So many Pokemon.
Yeah, there's too many Pokemon now.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Well, one thing I do like is because I used to, I didn't really get super into Pokemon Go. Like I liked it. I had the app. I would open it when I was in different areas, mostly because I stayed at home all the time. I like not playing that game for a certain amount of time and then jumping back into it and then instantly catching a ton of new Pokemon. That's what I've been doing lately. Like I'll wait 2 or 3 months, then they'll pop out a ton of Pokemon. Then I open up the app and then suddenly I'm just catching up. Like I already caught the Pokemon Day Pikachu that they released with the birthday hat. I already captured it just by opening the app, and I was like, "Cool, I'm good. I'm gonna do this for a while."
You're a regular Ash Ketchum over there.
What'd you call me?
What'd you call me?
Are you telling me I'm a loser?
Yes. On September 28th, we got Golf Story.
Hey,
I'm
I like
interested.
Golf Story.
I'm interested in it, but I heard you still actually have to like golf to play it because it's got the golf mechanics, obviously.
It does, but it's fun.
But I'm more intrigued in the whole like the rest of the game. The least interesting part of it is the golf.
I agree.
Huh.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I agree as well.
It's a fun little game. If you want something on the side to play to relax with, it's Golf Story's it. It's so cute.
Sounds good to me. Also on that day was Fire Emblem Warriors. The Fire
Warriors.
I will get that eventually.
So I have this game and I still not have played it. I've had it
It's
for
like
like
Dynasty Warriors,
6
right?
weeks.
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors, kind of like Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
It's not like
All
an
the
actual
same.
Fire Emblem game.
But I love the Fire Emblem characters. I just think they all have such cool like art, and
That's the best thing about Fire Emblem.
they have character.
yeah.
Art porn.
Yeah, art, sure. What am I agreeing to?
What game is this?
What am I? Oh, Doki Doki. So I will get to it. That is why I got it, to play it one day.
Yep.
To play it one day.
I hope. I
I'm in the
mean,
same boat.
good God, I did get a good deal on it, I guess, because it was like used. It was like $40. That's not
So
that.
why
Not
why
that
are
great.
those games good and yet Dynasty Warriors itself has fallen off a cliff?
Because Nintendo just said, make Dynasty Warriors with our characters. Don't fuck around.
Don't try to make a new...
Don't reinvent the wheel when you can't even make the first wheel.
Stop making your round wheels into square wheels, damn it.
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors was good.
Yeah, and then there's that definitive edition coming out that I'm probably gonna play because I never played that much of the first one.
Yeah,
Or
I played the
original
crap
one.
out of the original. I'm not buying that one.
I wish I'd there's too many Switch double dips, and I don't want to encourage them, but at the same time, I want to play these games. So
I think they need to bring as many Wii U titles to the Switch as possible.
mhm.
I think, like, especially like Super Mario 3D World,
Yes.
Toad's Treasure Tracker Trove,
Yes,
Treasure Hunt.
both the Zeldas. I think
Yoshi's Woolly World. Like, we need all those just because they didn't get their time to shine, and this is their chance.
yeah, 100%, and I'm fine
They
with
won't
that.
get another one. You will not get another chance.
Wind Waker
That's probably what's
HD.
gonna happen.
Telling you. Okay, but to go with the, let's match the gameplay with the game. October 27th, Mario Odyssey.
Yay!
We've talked about it a lot already. Great game.
Yes,
Phenomenal game.
I love it.
It's so good. Mario
So
Odyssey
good.
was the first Mario I think I've ever been excited about, and bought it on release day and loved it.
Yeah, it's the first game in a while that I've been just like enthralled with besides Monster Hunter. Like Monster Hunter is one thing, but this game it's just delightful. It like brightens my day. Like if I've been at work all day and I'm tired and I'm miserable, I'm just like, I don't want to do this. Then I load up Mario and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, yes, I like stuff.
I am enjoying
Was that a
fun.
Mario accent?
It's a me, a Mario.
It's a me fun time.
Mario.
Yeah, you play too much Mario getting the accent.
Oh no.
Joel, you can't do that.
Don't do too much of it.
A help me.
Help me, I'm stuck here.
I need a help. Anyways, continue.
It's oh god. All right, November 10th. In the surprise of all surprises, Doom came out for the Switch, marking the first of many Bethesda of all developer games on the platform.
Bethesda.
It's
And seeing
Here
an
they go.
M-rated title too. You
yeah,
don't see that often.
not a lot of M-rated stuff on the platform. That is a very M-rated game.
Yeah. Quite the M rating.
Very M-rated.
And a week later, November 17th, was Skyrim on the Switch.
Not M-rated.
Not a good game,
Just
but a game.
the most recycled fucking game on earth.
Oh God, don't.
What has more ports? Skyrim or Chrono Trigger?
Skyrim.
Jeez.
It's
I can count Chrono Trigger ports on one hand. Skyrim, I can't.
No.
fact.
It's
Fact. Fact.
factoid.
It's a little funny, but it is interesting looking back at like the reveal trailer and stuff that showed Skyrim and people being like, "What? How? Why? How portable? Huh?"
That's not gonna run. They must be talking about Doom from the 1980s.
And I mean, I was really skeptical with Skyrim coming out on the Switch and all that. I'm still surprised it happened, and it. God, stupid Skyrim. But it's good for them. It's good for Nintendo.
Good for people that like it.
It's good for someone. Someone's excited.
Yeah.
Someone's excited.
Speaking of someone's excited, on December 1st, the other game I would have bet you $1 million would have got delayed, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, came out.
Are you guys Xeno fans at all?
No.
You guys into that? Into that stuff?
No.
I played Chronicles X, and I beat Chronicles X, and I reviewed
that the
Chronicles
one-
X.
Was that the one that came out on?
That was the Wii U one. And I am not playing another Chronicles X game. It's like an MMO, but it's a single player
online.
game.
Yeah, I don't
and-
like games that lie to you like that.
But it's like not a very good MMO. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did
So
it have an interesting story? Did you beat it?
yeah, I beat Chronicles X on the Wii U. Yeah,
How was the story?
the story was actually pretty cool. And that's kind of what kept you going. But it's one of those games too where it's like, here's a menu, and then within the menu is another menu, and then here's like 60 hours into the game, oh, we're getting mechs now. Like, what the fuck is even going on?
What is going on here?
But the idea, because they're people stuck on this land, and then you find out that they're shells of people. Like, everyone else is still in cryo sleep, and you're just woken up and like controlling these shell bodies. It's kind of an interesting sci-fi story, and that's the best part of it.
Yeah,
Somewhat.
I figured as much. I think because that's the only thing that compelled me to like be interested in those games is the story.
Yeah, but this one seems much more anime-y, which I like, but I don't know.
Now you got my attention. Did you say anime?
But like, you fooled me once with Xenoblade. Here's the problem with Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I wrote about this in my review, and people were like, "Man, you're being stupid." This game straight up locks you in a side quest, and if you can't get out of the side quest, you're stuck in it for 6 hours.
Ooh.
Until you find a way to get out of the side quest, because it's like, oh,
Weird.
it's like you start this thing and they say, hey, find these 3 items, and one of the items is something that you just like can't find normally. You have to mine for it, but the mining isn't really explained, and you have to mine for it in a very specific spot, and it's a random drop, so you basically just have to wander around and maybe get it, but you can't progress the story at all during this. And it is just like, why can't I quit the quest if I'm stuck?
Ugh, that just sounds awful.
No, it was terrible.
This sounds tedious.
Yes, so there's a lot of tedium in there. It's like all the tedious parts of an MMO. It's an MMO from 2006. You know what I mean? It's old.
Yeah.
Old MMO is old.
Which means I should be wanting to play it, which is odd.
God, garbage.
I like old MMOs for some reason.
Garbage man.
Garbage man.
No, it's not. It's not good. It's not. No, it's fine. It's a solid 7.
I will never play it.
Now this new one, better, worse? No way of knowing.
Just not into it.
Nope. Okay.
Just give me the Cliff Notes version of it.
I think my stomach for super long games is about.
It's not even that it's
What are you
long.
eating games for?
It's what? Why are you eating them? The Switch carts don't taste good.
I don't know.
There's a
we
lot of stuff that
established
doesn't
that when
taste
it
good,
came
but I
out.
still eat it.
The problem with Xenoblade was the combat doesn't look fun to me. And if you're not gonna have fun combat, no.
And something I remember with the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 trailer was the amount of, as you mentioned, like menus and
Yeah.
types of things that you can do. It's like, don't do this, or do a fast mode or slow mode. Like all these weird like little things. I was just like, it feels overwhelming. I'm not even in the fight yet.
Yeah, like, so you know how Monster Hunter World tones down a little bit of the menus, but it still has a lot of menus? Xenoblade still has more menus than that. And it's too many menus.
Hey,
and
we heard you like menus, so we added more menus.
it's like, stop with the fucking menus.
Menus on menus.
And they'll do this thing where the whole combat is, you're auto-attacking, so you're just kind of sitting there waiting for cooldowns to end.
Jeez, it sounds like an MMO.
That's why when I say it's an MMO, I'm not fucking around. It is an
Is it
MMO. Basically is.
Not fucking
I'm
around.
not fucking around, guys. It's an MMO.
Alright.
Moving on to something better.
Let's continue. Yeah, let's continue.
Bayonetta 1 and 2, February 16th, just happened.
Holy shit.
Just happened.
I need to buy these games again for the 3rd time or so.
And if you've never played those games, do it.
Fuck you. I'm just kidding.
Those are some of the best
So good.
3rd-person action games ever.
So good.
So good.
I bought Bayonetta 2 one night after getting off of work at Target, and I didn't go to bed. I just could not put it down. I played it straight through the morning and afternoon.
Jeez. No wonder
it
you
was-
don't make the podcast anymore.
It was so good.
Playing Bayonetta again.
Bayonetta 1 and 2.
Yeah,
And Bayonetta 3.
now we're getting 3.
On PS3. I played it way back on PS3 days.
The
I loved it.
PS3 version is the worst version of that game. Sorry.
That's all I had.
I know,
sorry.
but I'm telling you, it's better on.
Someday I'll play 2 and then eventually 3. But
Okay, good. As long as you can play them, I guess.
Do it now.
Yeah, do it right.
I'm gonna do. I have too much.
Drop
much.
everything
All
else.
right, let me
Drop
let me
all
get
the
through
stuff.
these other fucking games first that I've missed out on.
Fuck.
Speaking of games, okay, so that brings us basically to the whole year, and
Yay!
that's a lot of shit. That's a lot of really good games too.
They had a stellar year. And
Yeah.
I'm super happy that I finally. I like how we're celebrating the year of Switch, and I got mine like a week ago.
It counts.
But what
But,
other
you know-
consoles can we look back and see their first year as successful as this one?
Well, exactly. Even like the PS4 didn't have the amount of like just awesome shit
Yeah.
back to back to back as the Switch had. It had
Yep.
it, and I think a lot of it too is because they needed to have this year. They needed it.
Uh-huh.
The Switch had to be a hit, and not mainly because Nintendo was in trouble, as a lot of people were saying, but like because they needed to matter, because then it kept everyone else on their toes. And I think they did that. I think they did exactly that. I think they showed everybody like, we always do some weird shit, but guess what? This time it's better than all your shit. I think they killed it. I'm like in love with the Switch. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best first years, or really any singular year of any console ever anyway.
Then why don't you marry it?
Like, what? You're just the weirdest voice person today. What's happening?
I think I'm just tired.
It's a me,
A cup
Nintendo.
of coffee.
I've had coffee.
Are you a little late for coffee?
No.
Oh, it's only like 8.
Yeah, that is young.
No, I had coffee earlier. But anyways, continue. Let's keep going.
Well, that's-
Well, that's it. That's the whole year. There's a couple other things
Oh.
still happening. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Speaking of Wii U games coming out,
I think we touched on some titles that were coming out.
Yeah, like
on,
Kirby.
on one of the shows we did, where we talked about games that we're looking forward to in March.
Yeah. Like
There weren't a
Kirby.
lot of Switch games on. Yeah, Kirby was on there, but other than that, But I'm pretty sure Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze will be one I definitely pick up. I enjoyed watching the.
A lot
I
of
enjoyed
people said it's
watching.
good.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it's really good, and I enjoyed watching the speedrun races that they had at AGDQ, I think, last year.
Speedrun races.
The races are bonkers.
Yeah, the races are pretty cool. I did not like that game very much, so
Oh, you didn't, huh?
no. I like Donkey Kong Country Returns fine. It didn't blow me away, but then Tropical Freeze, I don't know. I played the first world or two, and it just doesn't feel right. It's not. I don't know. I'm not a huge 2D platformer person unless it's Mario or Sonic. So,
Sonic.
and even Sonic, I don't know if I like. So just Mario, I guess.
I don't think the world is sure about how they feel about Sonic.
No one's sure. Yeah, that's true. It's a fair
I
point.
don't think Sega.
We used to be. We used to be sure. That was that's long
Yeah.
ago.
A lot of things.
I just failed that jump. Anyway, so there's also Dark Souls Remastered coming out on the Switch
Yay.
as a surprise. Why? How?
Which I've never played, so I'm excited.
There you
I've never
go.
played the original Dark Souls.
There you go. I'm liking it.
Die on the go.
Perfect. I can die
Sit on the
anywhere I want.
toilet and shit yourself while you rage out on Dark Souls.
Yeah, that first mimic. Oh my god. You are not prepared.
Now you can get ulcers on the go.
That was the best in that game, where 30 hours in, oh, this chest? All the other chests have been chests. 30 hours in, this one ain't no chest. No.
No.
And I had that spoiled for me. Kind of.
You're welcome.
But still fucking cool. That mimic, oh my god, the way it eats your body, the horrifying monster. What else do we got for the Switch this year? Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. We talked about that. The Labo, which we can't talk about on Discord, otherwise it breaks.
Do you think Project Octopath will come out this year?
That's on my list too. Octopath Traveler. They want it to be this year. It's listed as this year.
I started
think
it
they
up
could do it.
and started playing it, but I was watching Get Out, so then I exited out and I was like, I need to sit and study this game before.
The demo is
Taking
pretty.
notes on the couch.
It's extensive, I hear.
Yeah, it's at least 2 hours. At least.
Load.
Well, it was cool when they released the demo because they're like, here's the game at the direct. And it's like, oh, the demo's available now.
Yeah. And what a great demo.
Moogly.
There's that Mario Tennis game coming out.
And this.
And then there is, what is it? I had it written down. Where'd it go? Oh, the actual Fire Emblem proper coming out, supposed to be this year.
Yes.
Plus whatever else they want to announce.
Plus, let's hope, Smash.
Animal Crossing.
And I don't, oh my god. They're in such a good place.
I know.
I'm waiting for them to screw it up, like really bad. I'm waiting for people to.
No, I don't want them to.
But they're doing really. This is the thing. Like, I feel like this is nothing new for Nintendo. They've always been making great games and putting it out. Something about the Switch just capitalized on everyone else's mind share. To me, I was like, I was always here, wanting the Nintendo shit. I don't know. It's good. I'm watching my gameplay. I got a moon.
I got a moon. Probably one of the most satisfying feelings.
Yeah, it was a great first year for the Switch. I mean, my top 5 games of the year, Zelda and Mario were 1 and 2. So to see 2 games on a new console in the same year, it's just awesome.
Yeah, and that coupled with the whole 2017 in gaming in general,
Yeah,
what imagine if this had been like 2016, it would have swept even more awards and things. Like, there's nothing going on, but to still stand out against all those fantastic titles, in addition, they knew what they were doing
Bravo.
somehow.
clap, 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 clap.
Good job, Nintendo. I'm gonna
You did
collect
it.
collect more coins. When are we getting the Mario Odyssey DLC where there's another kingdom? Come on.
Didn't they just release the balloons?
No one gives a shit about the balloons.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, it's me. I'm a Luigi. I hit my balloon over here. No.
You're into the moon over here.
Look at my
If you
balloon.
could, like, suck out the helium.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah.
Walking here.
Me and Mario.
I'm a Mario in New
Was
Donker
he a
City.
gangster? Mafia? Oh, Super Mafia Odyssey. Give me that game. Mario has that suit from the city that he could totally wear.
Yeah, he's the mobster suit. Yeah.
That'll be awesome. Oh,
So
Well,
many moon systems.
People were hoping they'd have like Delfino Plaza as a kingdom and whatnot. But
yeah, bring back like old.
yeah,
retro-
I'd love to see that, even if it was like a Mario 2 themed world would be weird. There's a lot of fun stuff they could do with it.
Maybe they will.
Let's hope they do.
Throw in Yoshi. You could just ride around on Yoshi.
Well, I mean, there is Yoshi.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Sorry. Spoilers. Don't tell Joe.
Erase that. Delete this.
I don't think he can hear us.
I can hear you guys.
Oh, no.
Before we end the stream,
Yes.
tomorrow night, don't forget, everybody,
End it now.
Monster Hunter World Community Game Night. Same thing as last Thursday. We're just going to hang out, play some Monster. We'll be in the Discord, of course. And then the week after, we'll be doing Fortnite on PS4. So
Did you say fart night?
Fortnite. I said Fortnite. Fuck off.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I said Fortnite. I heard myself say it.
I know you said that. That's why I was confused.
Okay. But yes, it'll be PS4 version on everything. If you're gonna want to hang out with your Monster Hunter World and you're playing on Xbox, it'll still be a lonely world, just so you know.
Womp womp.
Everybody else is playing it on PS4. But be here if you can. Stream should start up probably around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Google if you don't know what time that is for yourself. But might start the stream up earlier depending on my shiz. But yeah, we'll be hanging out. It's just a chance for people to get together and help each other out with some missions as we did last time. We had a good time.
Yes.
So
it was good.
those are the 2 upcoming community game nights that we have for March, and I think we'll probably be waiting till whatever the month is next for a couple more.
April?
That would be April, yeah.
Yeah, whatever month that is.
What games are 8? Is there anything coming out? I don't think so.
Multiplayer wise, I don't think so, but that's about all I can muster energy wise.
Fair.
So.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out. Secret chat people hiding. I'm dying.
Don't forget to watch this on YouTube, guys. If you miss it live
I'm
and
dying.
you want to rehash our fun chats, it's on Ben's YouTube page. So Ben, plug your YouTube page.
Oh yeah. Actually, if you just go to youtube.com/BenReacts, it goes to my channel. It's
Cool.
not a URL I made, but it works.
Are you still splitting it?
What do you mean?
Like, because I know you used to put up like half and half or something like that, or depending on.
Oh, only if it makes sense now to split it.
Okay. All right.
This one will be one.
I listen to them. Like if I miss them, I listen to them.
That's nice.
You're welcome.
I don't.
Well, why would you?
Yeah, we have a viewer.
You were there.
I am there on my show.
I listen to the ones I miss. Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha,
That I'm
gotcha,
not on
gotcha.
or that I miss.
Well, now you're on them, so you don't have to listen to them.
Well, I wasn't really on last week, so I listened to them.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But that was the day you got your Switch, right?
That was the day I got my Switch.
Yeah.
Kids wanted to play Mario Kart. I couldn't keep them from screaming and yelling and while they were playing, so I was like, damn it, I gotta go.
Go kick their butts.
It was
Did you
fine.
have a
We
streamer?
got to talk about Killer 7 and Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I listened to it. It was actually interesting.
Yeah, we're big fans of those
Yeah,
games.
the whole time I was like, fucking nerd.
Wasn't there something about Killer 7 this week?
I don't think so, but maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, it
there
was their conversation. Basically, that was it.
Oh.
Because nobody else is talking about that game.
Yeah, right. I did it on Twitter. I was like, hashtag Killer 7. No one's using this hashtag, so I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, they're doing a collaborative Killer 7 content with Let It Die. That's what it was.
With what?
God, I forgot about that game. I actually liked it.
Yeah, so did I.
Fucking weird.
But that's it. I'm gonna be, if you want to pimp more shit, I'm gonna start my Resident Evil 4 speedrun training, I guess.
Oh,
you could
there
say
go.
tomorrow night. I already know the game pretty dang well, so it's not gonna be too much training. Gonna start doing runs and see if I can get. My goal is to get on the leaderboard. So on the PC version, it has just the top 100. My goal is to get on the top 100,
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
and then stop.
Yes.
Like I accomplished it. I'm done. But that is the show every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. You can catch it live, twitch.tv/thegamefanatics. Merry Christmas. Happy Switchmas.
Abracadabra.
Alakazam.
That was his voice too. Oh boy. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'll put the ending slide up. Boop.
Bloop.
Oh, there's Will. Look who decided to show up. Look who I am. I'm
A
Will.
friend named Will.
Blippity bloopity, willity wow.
You need to replace that ending slide because it still has Mixer on it.
Oh, I just stole it from you from like 16 years ago. Let's put it back up again.
Old ass one.
Ass one.
Use that. I can send you the new one.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, the new one that has just both of our shows on it.
Oh well.